Goodbye, thoughts. Hope you
Goodbye,
find your
thought
dad.
train. Here goes the train with your thoughts.
Mm.
It would probably help if I actually made the decibels correct. I haven't streamed in a minute, you can tell. So, we're going to see if running through that script again is going to help me with my thought process. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Will-O-Wisp Woods. It's been about a month since our last Journey of Grandiasha stream. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you all for following the Will-O-Wisps. And of course, following the Will-O-Wisps, that means that you have found yourselves ready for another story here in the campfire. So, thank you all for joining us tonight. The Journey of Grandiasha begins once again. This begins the first of many streams to come from the Will-O-Wisp Woods, as I am much more free and available now. We're going to jump right back into the story, and hopefully my wonderful note-keeping players, as you heard a second ago, will keep me on track and make sure that I am actually recalling details properly. As, like I said, it's been about a month, so I'm a little fuzzy on some of the details, especially with everything going on with my life as it is. But nonetheless, I am happy to be here in DM for my wonderful, wonderful players. With us jumping right back into the story, there may be some of you who are new to the stream, as I have noticed a little bit more interaction with new followers on the Tic Tacs who did not know that we stream. Every Wednesday night we stream, and every Wednesday night, I say every Wednesday night, almost every Wednesday night, I try to get this wonderful group of knuckleheads together so that I can hear them try and absolutely destroy my world, one crazy idea at a time, as they split the party every way from Sunday.
I think we're returning to a split party, actually.
We are.
Correct.
Hmm.
However, it is going to be a little sped up as you all are kind of doing your little things here and there to pass the time over the next 2 days. Nonetheless, for those of you that are just joining us, not only do we stream every Wednesday, and as well as my new streaming schedule that will be coming up here shortly, I do plan on actually setting up an actual stream schedule and sitting down and doing that so that we all have the availability to sit down and actually play, as well as I have my own availability to do streams myself. On top of all of that, for those of you that are new, we have a YouTube. So you can actually follow the links that are down below, if I'm not mistaken. I think I set those panels up. If you follow the links that are down below, you all can actually find our YouTube channel that has every episode from episode 16 and up. Because when I first started this, I did not know how to stream, and with not knowing how to stream, I did not know anything about Twitch. Not knowing anything about Twitch, everything from episode 15 back down to 1 is gone, as I did not know that stream VODs do not just stay. They stay for about a week, 2 weeks, and then are deleted automatically by Twitch. So, I'm dumb. But,
Oh, you're not.
but, um,
It's okay, at least you're pretty.
Very pretty. You're bonita.
nonetheless, um, we are on episode 50 now. And each of our episodes are about 2.5 to 3.5. And I think we have an episode that's like 4 to 4.5 hours long. 5 hours? Okay. We have a few episodes that are a little longer on there. So there's a lot of catching up to do if you want to journey along with us. Now, I will admit some of it's filler. This group has a bad habit of finding anything and everything. So,
No filler. There's only one filler. When you threw me into a bag of holding.
that was a
That was a fun episode,
one
though.
shot. That was
That was filler.
that was
That was
also
good filler.
filler. That was filler that added a little bit to the story and a little bit more to the world. However,
It was a flavor filler.
there's a lot of journey filler. But there's also good interactions in that, so. Nonetheless, we return to making said filler as our wonderful group is back in the City of Crows after an arduous journey. And our wonderful group finally reaches Crows, only to quickly be arrested as their pet sentient garden growth is quick to attack guards at the front gate as the guard steps forward towards the doorway. And without warning, Gardevoir is a Pokemon. Garmador, guardian of the garden, and now guardian of the giants, then leaps from the wonderful carriage and onto the face of one of the guards. He does no damage.
And then I
Does not harm the guard at all.
What about emotional?
Yeah.
Or mental? I can't say that didn't happen.
Man's gonna be scared of flowers for the rest of his life.
Yeah, the toll
100%.
on his psyche was very much, a bit much, due to the sentient plant. Every time. Why is it that only happens when I'm on stream? I'm not tired. My body is not tired. I'm not exhausted. I'm not anything.
Your brain's just trying to get enough oxygen. That's all.
Anyway. It's because I'm
Yeah,
using
explain all
all
that
of the
time.
brain cell to try and process what's happening.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Quick recap. Heads up, or it's almost finished now.
Yeah.
It's
James,
all
our resident 3D printer engineer and mini painter, makes minis. He's very good at it too. I've got a.
There's no social to follow.
He sadly does not have any socials, but he does make a lot of minis.
It's
So-
a trap.
Nonetheless, I think I've talked enough, and our recap is getting started as Garmador, guardian of the giants, launches himself at the guards. The psyche is ruined. Our players are then swiftly arrested for their pet's aggression towards the city guard. Our group then relearns for some and meets for others.
Can we say detain? It's kind of a detain instead of arrested.
Detained will work for this.
Big difference.
Nonetheless, the detainees meet the detainer as a familiar goblin who dances among the shadows finds her way to meet our wonderful group once again. Mira, the well-known and infamous torturer of Freyant, the capital city of this region, has made her way into the wonderful meeting of our wonderful players.
What? But no. She's not. She
After
was.
meeting her for some and reuniting with her for a few others, the group is, of course, questioned, found not guilty, asked to keep their pet sentient plant on a short leash, asked of the quest that they had been sent on and asked of, told of their reward, and told of information going on about what's his name?
Dragon?
No,
We don't know Dragon's name.
no, not the dragon. Y'all's ghostly friend.
Eddie.
Oh, Eddie,
Eddie!
the lion
Eddie.
hearts.
Oh my god.
Mind you, that we're not getting this information from Mira. We're getting this from
Oh, I know.
the general.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm telling the.
Ah, yes, because I did not clarify. Thank you. After being questioned and talking to Mira, they are given audience with the general of this city.
Tuscany.
A uptight but reasonable high elf who ended up learning the hard way why you shouldn't fall to peer pressure from a dwarf who is obviously not in his right mind.
We're the best of friends. It's great, guys. I'm so happy. He's my Legolas.
Oh, gosh.
Dwindles Legolas to... I have already forgotten his name.
Gimli.
Tuscany.
Disconneal. Disconneal's Gimli. The two are very much well acquainted now, for reasons that Disconneal would prefer not to have been acquainted. But, nonetheless, the group finds out more information about the Lionhearts, Eddie's family, as well as one of our wonderful group's members finding out about a library in the Upper District. If I'm not mistaken, this is from the general, or is it from somebody else?
No.
Yeah, we're going
So
to,
he told us that we would either have to talk to a civilian or one of the libraries in. Ooh, where the queen is. That's
Frant.
that. Thank you.
Yep.
We would have to go there to get more information about the lion hearts.
quick little tip for the audience. Friend is currently under the... What's the word?
Siege.
Protection
Oh yeah.
of a fire-breathing red dragon. That we kinda...
Protection is a
Force
loosely
protection?
used term.
Force protection.
Forced protection will be a wonderful term.
He's just hoarding, you guys.
Yep.
Like a bag of Skittles from children.
But our wonderful group, after learning that they have to wait a few days for their reward, are free to do as they like, and of course, they have chosen to split the party.
I'm
Always.
spending a lot of gold on this. It's apparently really fancy place of stay.
Yes, because Dwindle wanted to take a bath after touching the squishy, disgusting, decomposing, decapitated head.
Yes, get this for your head. A battle rager barbarian. You want to take a bath? Take a bath for that. Not good. That was not good.
For good reason. I might have gotten a little too visceral with that one's description, but it got the point across.
Oh yeah, it did.
No, it was good because I was gonna lick it.
I'm going to pretend that you didn't say that. So, what would you all like to do now that you are deciding to split the party? As you have 2 days to kill.
2 days.
Mhm.
Oof. Oof.
So Nyla, what was
We
that
need to find the
spell that we were
village.
gonna use again?
Lady Forge.
Well, yeah, we were gonna do the forge after we got the room at the inn and you took your bath. That was one of the plans.
Bath later. Forge first.
Okay. It's just gonna stay away from Dwindle a little bit. Like, okay, buddy.
Hey, I'm gonna get filthy anyways. Why would I take another bath if that I have to?
Because you're gonna get it on whatever you're gonna make, and the stink's gonna seep into whatever you're making.
The fire will cleanse it from my body.
No, it won't. Dwindle, come on. Let's just do the bath. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. You just have to get the stink off. That's it. You don't even have to do a full wash. It's okay. You don't have to do a full wash. Just get the stink off. That's it.
Is there a local fountain?
Don't do the fountain.
I do remember there being a description that I had given in one of the earlier episodes. I'm really regretting saying this, but there is a central fountain as a center point for the city of Crows. Before it is a message board that the city uses to display news as well as, you know, civil help ads, as well as a few other minor things here and there. It's a simple 2-layer fountain. The main base, and then a upper basin.
Sounds lovely. I'm gonna wash my hands.
Oh, don't do it, Dwindle. Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to get in trouble for doing that.
Yeah, people wash their hands in that fountain all the time.
Roll
I
a
don't
D100
think
for me.
so. I don't think so.
17.
If you get arrested, I'm leaving you.
Highs or lows, James?
Highs. How disgusting is this fountain water? Before washing
So,
hands.
well, the fountain is kept clean by locals that take care of it. Dwindle wouldn't know that, however.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, and
When
so
dwarfs see water. Wash. Drink.
so
Kiv's got the head. I don't got the head.
Dwindle,
I must wash my
you
hands.
go to wash your hands, and having now squished your hand into this skull, this skin and flesh that's decomposing and such, of course it does get on your hand and hands, and
Yep.
going to wash it off, you notice that as you dip your hands in, the water around your hands begins to become murky, almost like bog water, before it starts to spread to the rest of the fountain.
It'll filter out.
You notice that your
Because-
hands are
because-
no cleaner than when you started.
Beth it is. Tosses 3 coins in. And puts a gold fin on top. Okay.
Alright. If you're just leaving the fountain.
What? I don't know. No, we're not doing that right now. What follows Dwindle?
Alright, where are you two going?
Please tell me we're going to the inn.
We're going to the inn.
Okay, thank you.
Can this really be considered an inn? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch your beard because then you're gonna have to wash your beard. Actually, maybe you should touch your beard. It's the point.
Perhaps you feel tap on your shoulder.
You did not just touch me.
Okay,
Did you?
taps her and then points somewhere over there, so he's purposely making you forget where. Is that the place?
I don't think so.
What?
Why did you do?
It was too late. It's a good thing he's walking.
What did you?
Makes perfect sense for the rant. He's just walking on. That's all he hears is like, I guess she doesn't like being touched by anybody. Okay. I mean, she sleeps with the goats, but okay.
Odile, roll a d100 for me.
I'm actually now getting really concerned about the fountain.
Not my tricks, not my monkeys. 89.
89. Highs or lows?
Yeah. Hi.
Okay. You're free to continue.
What?
Did we see this? Wasn't it Quill something? What was the name of this place? It was something Quill.
No, it was called the Fairy's Wing.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah, because you and May wanted to, seek it if you could get a deal because of Odd.
Yes. Yes. Indubitably. Yes.
I'm now concerned.
Mm-hmm.
I will never know.
Don't worry about it.
Nope.
Don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
Nope.
We'll give your guests free entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
A real life fairy.
I thought she was a pixie. I don't know.
So,
Just say
Whatever.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know between is she a fairy or a pixie?
Just know she has wings. That's it.
She's got wings. I've never seen the wings. She's
it's
got
almost
wings.
like how some people can't tell if Dwindle is a dwarf or a midget. I'm just saying, you've passed a couple of country homes, and from a distance, Dwindle just looks like a short human.
Well, look, it's just a halfling.
Anyway, so yeah, we're on our way to the inn.
So,
Yep.
just casual fantasy racism.
Whoops.
Hairy feet, hairy-footed gnomes. Hobbit.
So, as you go to the upper district, not the upper district, you are, no, wait, yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep, it's all
Okay.
in that district area.
Yes. Okay. I'm not going crazy. So, as you
Sure.
go, I may be crazy, I'm not going crazy. As you make your way to this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful sounding place, you find yourselves now greeted with what looks to be an archway that you can visibly see splits this part of the city with some of the nicer houses with a little bit more property within the city. As you head in, you notice that you get a few more looks from people who are a little more well dressed, as they are doing the classic trying to appear nice and well off. Some of them are in very nice clothing as they prune flowers in their front yards. Others are simply sitting and reading on benches. Others are actually just walking about in casual clothing, as some have money and just don't try to flaunt. It seems everyone's still on edge, though, a little bit. They're trying to hold face due to the fact that they are of a higher standing in their own mind, but they're trying their best to hold face, even with the flyover that recently had happened.
Are we
But
being approached by any of them, like looking for hire stuff?
most of them, actually, if they get close enough, uh, some. What are your passive perceptions again? You two specifically?
Weird high, actually. I think 15, and it's been a while.
14.
14?
I should actually put my mouse down here. Easier.
Yeah, I know I'm proficient in it at least, so that helps. So, yeah, I was one off 14. It's not 15 yet.
Okay, well, both of you would notice that as you get closer to people that are simply walking, a few of them seem to look confused for a moment before they kind of sniff the air, look directly at Dwindle, and then kind of give a wider berth.
Yeah, no, shut up. I'm getting it cleaned properly.
But as you continue forward, you do notice a few better off looking adventurers and people of travel, it looks. A few of the better off and better well dressed ones seem to be coming in and out of what looks to be a rather nice looking building. Upon closer inspection, you notice a number of flower pots out front, the long ones that kind of rest underneath the windows outside. These long flower pots have long strings of flowers that kind of fall off the sides. And the flowers themselves are well taken care of. The door itself seems to be very fantastical. It's almost like an arc, but it comes from the sides. It almost creates like a bell shape.
Bless you.
Hello.
Bless you.
It almost creates like a bell shape. And where normally you would have turning handles, there are two rings, actually. Now, as you look at the windows, they are very intricate colored glass that seem to be made into shapes. A lot of them are designed with what look to be groups of fairies or pixies or whatever they're depicted as, kind of floating around and swirling. You do notice that the corners of the building, like the main support struts in the corners to hold up the walls, are of a almost like a log. It looks like they've taken tree trunks and basically just grown it out of the ground, but in the corners of this building, and it's not actually sinking into the ground itself in the pavement.
Exude.
It's
Did we just find a magic building?
over the top of the door. You notice an outstretched iron bar, and hanging from it is a well-made set of what looks to be a wooden fairy holding out her hands with her wings behind her, and along the wing you just see the fairy's wings.
Never mind, I'm an idiot. We're going in.
I kind of figured, what are we doing with the carrot?
The carrot.
They took it from me. They're currently withholding it. No, if not withholding it, they're currently holding it for me.
No, they're not. We took it with us. They just took all the weapons off of it.
No. I would have killed them if they did that.
So where are the rams?
Oh, they are.
The guard.
Looks down. Right, I'm driving. Right, it's been. The rings. Oh no, the rings. Oh, the rings. My beautiful cart.
The guards do, in fact, still have the cart, funny enough.
Okay.
But you didn't have the rams.
They got him. They took my cart. They had the responsibility. I didn't take Spit, did I? No, I didn't. No, Spit's leader. Spit must stay word.
I'm curious where
Do
they're
we
gonna
go?
take them. Okay.
Mm.
That means I have Rovan, and I'm riding on Rovan right now.
Yes, you're running a gigantic. Yes.
As you step inside, you notice that as you open the doors, it does in fact make a bell noise. It's almost like a light dinging.
I don't touch door. I may go do it.
Now, funny enough, Odd, because you speak Sylvan, you actually hear what it's saying. It says visitors entering. But to anybody else that doesn't understand Sylvan, it just sounds like beautiful ringing bells. Imagine Christmas bells.
So
it's
all I
just
can think about
not even
now
caring.
is so in your rooms, they could be full on cursing at us this entire time, but it sounds wonderful.
Yep. Actual words.
Nice.
Rada.
It's like the opposite effect of German. German sounds very harsh and everything, but then like they're saying the sweetest words.
But as you enter, you are hit with a very sweet smell. Everything is very soft and very kind on the senses, but you are hit with what smells almost like very rich, like pies, tarts, small sweets, little things like that. It's a very warm feeling from some of the smells because a few of them almost smell like gingerbread and cinnamon as well. So you have the sweet and you have the very, what's the word I'm looking for? Herbal?
Delectable.
Lavender.
Delectable. You have delectable smells hitting your nose. It's almost masking, Dwindle.
No one's gonna like it here.
However, you do look around and you do notice that there is where at the Tiefling's Horn you had a full wall that was a bar. Just a wall of drinks behind it. Here, there's actually a very small bar. This one only makes up a small corner, and almost nobody in here is actually drinking. Alongside that, the only alcohol that you can see behind the bar are bottles of wine. Most of them unopened.
I don't like this place.
Our tourists dwindled. He won't last long here.
I know a bar. Looks up. Oi! Sorry for the smell. We turned to the bounty. But, looking for a room, there's 4 of us? 5? 4 of us? Each, seat. You want your own room?
What? No, I'll probably use the girls' bath, but I'm just gonna sleep with the Rams like I always do.
Come on, we got paid. Enjoy life.
What?
I heard they have massagers here too.
What? I'm just gonna end up sleeping on the floor. There's no point of paying for a room for me. Just pay for a room for you
How
and the
much is it
girls.
per night?
Who are you even talking to? You're talking to the air. You haven't even waked up this one. You're focused on the bar.
Looking around, you do notice that immediately, as you all enter, you notice that in this space there are a lot of travelers, very well dressed travelers. A few of them look to be merchants. A number of them look to be merchants. A few of them look to be almost like adventurers, travelers, sightseers. A few look to be traveling musicians, as a small table of people
Bards.
talk and seem to be carrying on a conversation of their choice in instrument and sounds that they enjoy playing alongside of, and little things like that. Music that they've made. And you notice that speaking to what looked to be one of the servers here, one of the
I thought I went to the front desk or deal. No?
funny enough, here it does not look to be like there is a front desk per se,
Crap.
but you do notice that after speaking, these two, you notice that one of them is strange. You've seen tieflings, you've seen beast people, you've seen a few different types of peoples. I think you all have only seen one other of this, as you notice a rather short and stout, but very furry and very hairy, almost like a Highland cow.
Verbog?
A furbolg.
Yay! Is he orange?
She is in fact orange, yes.
Yay! Proper.
Very fluffy, very hairy, in a well-maintained, well-cleaned server's outfit. Talking to her is what looks to be, at first glance, an elf of some kind, with dark skin. With dark skin. Beautiful, almost glossed in a red petal, almost kind of color. Lips. With unnaturally elongated ears. And their hair is short. It's cut short, only about probably around their chin length, all the way around, but kind of curled out at the ends. But you notice as they get a little closer that their dark skin is also pigmented a little bit. As you notice what look to be traces of green that kind of go throughout the skin, almost like vines of flower bushes. And in their hair, you can see what look to be flowers growing. I'd like an intelligence check from Odd to see if they remember what this is.
No, she doesn't.
Mhm.
Because that's an 8.
Okay. Well, as you two are standing there talking, you notice that this person seems to speak with this Highland cow furbolg before wandering off. And you notice that as they walk, where they step on this wooden floor, every now and then a small flower will grow from where they stepped. And the Highland cow furbolg makes their way over towards you both as we then swap over to Nyla and May.
Ooh.
What are you two doing?
So where are we heading again?
Um,
I
I'm not
believe
sure.
you two were looking for a library.
But
Yes.
why? I have no earthly recollection of why.
Yeah, right. Wasn't she looking for? It was something for
Oh,
information to
okay.
do with Eddie and the family. That's one thing you were looking for. I know you were looking for something else for another reason, but it was something with his
To
family name.
dispose of the head.
I
Oh yeah,
wanna
that's true.
I wanna strip the skull of all the flesh
Mhm.
so I can keep the
Mm.
skull.
So what if we burn it?
Um,
Ernest.
well, if we go to the library, we can see if there's a book on how to like
True.
hunting or
Ooh.
something.
Or if you put it in a bunch of salts, I hear it dehydrates these things.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, wait. I think we did come up with an idea of using a spell.
Oh, it's a prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Very, very slowly.
It is so sorry for that.
I'm down. I'm down. We'll work on it as we walk.
Well, let's see. Let's go to like a remote area so we can just like see if it kind of works at least.
Kind of hang out and do this for a while. That was
Yes.
fun for me.
Anyways, did you hear what he said back there?
About
He
what?
said the only way we could really figure out information is if we knew someone who was related to or I really digging for information, which is gonna take forever. What I'm saying is you're half human.
That's true.
Eddie's human, and it's been a couple of generations, Nyla.
You think I'm the Lionheart?
Well, not exactly, but they don't think that you're not a Leonhardt.
Who do I have to convince, though?
I don't remember. Oh, what did he say? There was a. What city was Friend?
Friend.
Okay.
If we go to
Friend's
Friend
Grand Library.
and we can see if there's anybody who knows information but will withhold it, I mean,
That's a good point. I mean, I have a lot of ways to talk to people and convince them of stuff, as well as to disguise myself if necessary.
yeah, you're a bard. You could literally do anything.
I don't think that's quite how that works, but I guess
Close
I'm pretty
enough.
good at people when I try. I don't like to all the time, but like I can do it.
Well, we'll have to bring this up with Eddie later.
It's true. Do you think you could teach me how to be a Lionheart?
Eddie, I think Eddie
Do,
could do anything.
do you think I can convince anyone that I'm of noble birth? Even several generations back? Because I don't.
I don't know, Nyla. You like to talk to yourself. It's going to be quite hard to pass. But I think with enough guidance from Eddie, you will be okay.
I don't normally talk to myself. I'm normally talking to people that other people can't see. There's a difference.
Why have we
Mm,
not thought about that? Real quick note. How have we not thought about that? Eddie can constantly be giving the help action or guidance this entire time because no one else can see him.
that's actually really good.
How?
Oh my gosh.
He could have been helping us this entire time.
We
For
could
example, he
pretend
can
that
just
we're
talk
blessed. Oh
right
my
behind our
god.
shoulder, just talking. Is like talking us through stuff like that. That's how he can help. It's like say this, say this, say this, say this. Ah.
That's true. It's true.
Betty just not
So
caring, not wanting to
you're
do
gonna
any
go to
of it.
Bergerac. That would be fun. I would be entertained.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we can try that. We can see kind of how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big thing right now, but later
That's
on,
true. We have to get to Fran first, and then that's gonna take us a while. Even though I'm assuming that's kind of our next stop, our next big stop.
I think so. I would, I would think so. Like
Did you hear what he said about the Lionhearts going down to France about like when they were looking for the blood gem and when the Lionheart went down and they found the blood gem and all of those were happening at like the same time? What if the Lionheart found the blood gem and that's how that whole thing up there started? And how does that connect with the dragon? And like him going from the place where the blood gems and the Lionhearts lived back down to France where it was found? Or is he trying to go where it was found?
So, information wise, you all know that there were only 2 blood gems known. There was the one that was in Grestia, up north, and there was one in Freyant with Queen Swain. However, you learned from the general that there was a story of the Lionhearts going down south. Down south. Hood baby. Hood baby. Because of the fact that story of the blood gem, from what you all had learned, is that it came from the south, where all of the gems and most of the gem mining is known to be, in the deserts of southern East Grandiasha.
Yeah. That whole like thing was to May, just so you know.
Mhm.
If that's helpful.
mm,
Well, we gotta hydrate.
Yeah.
oh,
Hydration.
The rest of us did.
Jackasses.
Yes, we are.
I mean, honestly, Nyla, I, I don't know. I feel like it's getting to be much bigger than we thought it would be.
I agree. It's like I'm slowly starting to see all the pieces of the puzzle, but I still have no idea how they connect, though. And there's so many more pieces than I thought there were to begin with.
Hello, Sergeant.
Absolutely. Anyways, let's figure out how to clean this skull.
I agree. So I'll try prestidigitation
Yeah, let's see.
a little
what
bit at a time. This might take a few hours. This thing is really big and really gross.
That's fine.
Unless I think it covers the entire, like the whole spell covers the entire head.
How big is this head again?
Remember, you can do prestidigitation on one person and clean them entirely. One person.
Oh, I was
So you
picturing
just
a
do
much
it when
smaller
so
area of effect.
Technically speaking, it is only a square foot. But when you do it on a
Yeah.
person, I like to play it where it's the entire person because it just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Sergeant. Yes, we do have a Twitch channel. We also have a YouTube where you can find episodes 16 through 49 if you'd like to catch up with the journey of Grandiasha, as we are on episode 50. So thank you for the follow. Thank you for hopping in. Hello, hello, hello. But the Will-O-Wisps are telling a story, so cuddle up next to the campfire with us and enjoy. But you clean the rotting and decomposing head, so it smells a little better. However, prestidigitation the cantrip does not strip flesh. So you clean the rotting head, and it smells better now. However, it does not technically rip flesh from the bone. You do clean the flesh, however, so it is no longer covered in the dried muck and blood and disgusting viscera.
Mm.
isn't it now considered an object?
Yes, but prestidigitation does not say anything about removing flesh from bone. It says that it cleans or soils 1 square foot of area.
Or
enough.
soils?
Yep. I
Or
can make it dirty
soils.
again if you want. Watch.
No, 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 no.
Just saying,
That
you
is
guys could
good to
probably
know.
just leave it out in the sun for like a day, and then the flies will get to it.
It's true. Oh,
That is true.
It would
I
also
mean, it could
smell much
also.
worse.
No, that's what prestidigitation for.
And maggots.
Ew. I'd rather
It's
deal with
life.
rotting flesh than maggots.
Indeedy,
No, you
sir.
Yeah.
don't.
I don't want maggots.
I've smelt and dealt with both real life. No.
Mm-mm.
You much rather have maggots.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Well, what if we just
I'd
like
rather
carve away some of the
hunt.
big chunks now that it's less gross? And then I can do
Let's-
prestidigitation again and or fire.
You know what?
If
Let's go to the store. I'm gonna go get a new knife. And we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way.
Can I use psychic blades to carve this up? Or does that does psychic damage? So I don't know.
Do psychic damage to the...
cast heat metal.
Okay, well, there's the 2 options. We can go to the library, see if there's anything that a book recommends,
Please
or
don't
we
use it on my wagon.
or we could do this the old-fashioned way, Nyla.
What is the old-fashioned way?
Getting a knife and cleaning it ourselves.
That's what I suggested. I'm down for
Oh.
that.
Knife time it is.
I have an extra knife. I can use that.
Don't,
I
Nyla. It's not. Don't.
find myself
No.
with a lot of daggers these days.
Is it one you're okay with discarding?
Yeah, I mean if we have to, but I can always clean it.
Okay. Just don't touch me with it.
I won't. Why
Thank
would I
you.
touch you with it? It's a knife.
Well, well,
Alright.
your hand.
What
Anyways,
about?
let's go remove.
Let's do this.
Faith is gonna hold out her hand. I will not make you do that for me. I'll do it.
That's fine. You're obviously way more grossed out at this than I am. I mean, this is a little bit grosser than I normally do, sure, but it's not like
Yeah.
it's new to me carving up a, you know.
Well, yeah, it's been in the bag the whole time. I've grown used to the scent, but ugh, it, I owe you, buddy. This is
Yeah.
alrighty. Yep. If you need help, she's gonna have her nose, like, plug her nose, and just like sit right there next to you.
You sure you don't want to look away? This might get interesting.
I've seen and done worse. Not this level, but yeah.
Sorry, I just have a question.
I have an
Where
answer.
are you doing this?
Why am I doing this?
No,
Where?
where?
Oh,
Secluded alleyway, perhaps?
yeah, secluded alleyway.
Oh gosh.
Like, I can just see you guys sit down in the middle of the city, just getting ready to.
Oh, not like we've had issues with the guards here before. Oh no.
We have made all
Funny
of them
question
put their head in their
to
hands in despair.
Oh. Just couldn't say no to prestidigitation on an object. No. Let's just. Oh.
Look, there's only so much that I can do to bend the rules, and if I allow you to remove flesh from bone with a cantrip now, then I'll have
Then
to
we're gonna be
reap
able to
what
use that.
I'll have to reap what I sow later.
I
So,
mean, workaround. Let's
Oh,
think
that's a
about
fair
this.
point.
Let's think about this workaround. This scene has been off the head for how long now? 3 weeks? Is this really flesh still?
I want that. That is not how decomposition works, James. You know that.
I mean, I'll go down
It
to
was
2
like
weeks,
frozen
so
for
you
a
tell me.
while, and unfrozen, and then frozen, and
The frozen probably made it more like sheet and
yeah, like
exploded when it unfroze. It really likes
the
to break apart
zombies
cells.
from Game of Thrones.
So,
And also, you probably kept away like normal things that would help it decompose properly. So it's probably just like very exploded cells.
I want a survival check to try and do this.
Okay. Gonna go real well.
Yeah, I'd say I could help you, maybe, but
Hey,
Nate's
it's
never kill, like, she's never skinned an animal or anything. So,
no, it definitely had
yeah.
18.
An 18 would do. It
Nice.
was mostly to see how intact the skull would be when you got done.
That's fair.
And I would like you to roll a d100 again.
Am I gonna get some sort of weird disease?
No, but you might get handcuffed.
17.
Hmm?
17.
Highs or lows?
I'm gonna go also highs.
Okay, roll a d8.
Oh boy. I'm so sorry, Nella.
He's
Seven.
making it you.
7. Very nice. You will learn what that did later. So,
Oh, cool.
for now, you you feel the squish of meat underneath your hands and knife as you cut through this skull and down to the bone, skinning the head. The meat flops onto the ground, turning into a very disgusting puddle. So,
Hey May, do you want to like start a campfire or something so we can start like getting rid of this?
I can totally do that. Yeah.
Nice.
In the middle of the alley. Yep. Looking around. Is there anything around that could be used as potential timber?
It's like this is. It's not like we're in the city. No, sure.
roll a d100 for me.
Oh boy. Mm. Oh boy, this is gonna be one of these days. Oh boy.
I got a
21.
name for the title for this episode: the dissection of crows.
It's perfect.
I mean, we're messing around in crows. Yes. Brain matter decomposed. My favorite.
Anyway, we're going to pretend that pun didn't happen. I'm not going. I'm going to at least. So,
Also, I'm gonna be putting the meat onto the fire so that May doesn't have to touch it, just so you know.
I knew we were forever, Nyla.
Also, I can actually start the fire also with prestidigitation.
you
Oh
can.
wait, do I have a
No.
fire? I think I have a fire thing, so I would.
Can't you? It's snuffing out. It has to be
No,
small.
I mean, you can create a small bonfire.
You can create or snuff out a small fire. Yeah.
Precision can do anything.
I
Yeah,
know.
we just need
as long
one
as the
thing to light
DM
on
allows it.
fire.
There is a reason why I've had it prepared the entire time.
Oh, we have
Well,
tinderbox. We have
With
a
it being
tinderbox.
a cantrip, I don't think you can change it either.
Nope.
But there's a reason why it's my go-to cantrip for multiple characters.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait.
Nonetheless, I will say that May, you are able to look around, and as it is an alleyway, you do find a broken crate that's got a few pieces that look like they are usable. There are a number of planks leaning up against some of the buildings, as well as a few tarps here and there to cover up a few crates here and there. But for the most part, it seems that there is wood back here to use, Egg Crows.
Alrighty, then I'm gonna start breaking apart the box, and I'm gonna
I have to
please.
ask. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
Is this the broken crate where Drendel fell down?
With the fish.
In the fish barrel.
I was putting us further away
You
from
never know.
That would be a pretty good distance that May and Nyla walked.
Yeah, I don't think we would have taken that much time to go, so.
Yeah, I have nothing that can start fire other than just tinder box, but
I gotcha.
so
I'll do prestidigitation for you.
you are so sweet. Thank you.
You can make sure it stays.
The cantrip's endless, by the way. So
Mm-hmm. I can do it as many times as I need to.
I thought I said I'll use it. I'm like, oh,
So
it's been a while.
May sets up the small fire, the small campfire, and Nyla simply has to, and a whoosh of fire erupts from the timber, cackling and crackling.
I just start setting pieces of meat on it
You hear sizzling.
periodically.
You hear sizzling, and a almost immediately nauseating smell.
that
I didn't think about
makes
the
sense.
smell. Oh, gross. That smells worse than before, doesn't it?
Yep. It smells much worse. Because you can clean the outside, but this is also the meat and muscle on the inside.
I can also make smells happen with prestidigitation.
You should
You
make
can.
it smell like
I can
barbecue.
cover it up with an odd smell.
Oh no! Oh no!
Suddenly it smells like freshly baked chocolate chip cookies.
I feel like it just mixes with the smell.
It probably does.
Well, thanks to the capabilities of prestidigitation, you can cause the smell to go and appear right underneath your nose as well as May's. So, all you smell are the cookies or whatever scent that you create. Because it's overpowering everything else. For now.
Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm.
And the funniest part, yep, the funniest part is Nyla is having to continue to do this because this spell is instantaneous and lasts 1 round.
6 seconds.
Just over and over and over again. What is the record for most times using prestidigitation in one day? In one sitting?
I think
We're
you
gonna
would
find out.
not.
I think she's got it now.
Now you have the horned skull behind.
Oh my gosh. Heck yeah.
With a maw full of teeth, other than the ones that were broken or destroyed in the fight itself.
Here you go.
She's
After
gonna.
cleaning it one more time for good measure.
Did they get the brain?
Ooh, that'd be like sludge inside.
Probably.
I'm just thinking because it's kind of an enclosed thing. So,
Is a skull enclosed?
normally the only way for you to get to it is top for the mouth here, and then it's through the back of the head. There's a little spot for your veins to go for getting blood up there. So,
Oh.
mm-hmm.
Huh?
Just jiggle it around really quickly. It'll come out.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Like,
gonna come out through the eyes and her mouth and her jaw.
or in the nose, you know, Egyptians.
Yeah, no, there's plenty of openings in the skull. for the brains to come out.
Please don't save the brains.
Well, worst case scenario, main goal is to turn this head into a mask.
Let's make sure it's a little bit even more clean than it is right now and dry before we
Yeah,
start putting
so
it
we
on our
can-
face.
No, to like break the back of the skull off and then
Oh.
clean the inside. That's what I meant.
Well, I mean, we can clean it off without. Like, there's a very big opening
No,
in the
well, I'm
bottom.
gonna still break the back of the skull off though, because what's the point of the back of the head?
I mean, fair, but what if you can put it just down on top?
I don't think if my head would fit in there.
How big skull? I
And
thought it was,
I
thought it was
I don't
pretty
know if
big.
I want to put an entire skull on my head.
But that would
That's
be so
oh
cool looking.
oh oh. In theory, in practice, mm-mm.
I mean, if you weren't going to use it for for a helmet, I was planning on if you were going to just toss it away, I was just going to use it as a front piece on the wagon.
Oh, that's also pretty cool.
That would be cool.
I'll say, and I'm also saving that spot for the dragon's head, so.
Oh, well,
Both.
¿Por qué no los
how
dos?
big is a how big is a dragon skull?
It's
Pretty
going to
big.
be the entire. It's. We're dealing with an ancient or adult here.
You
Well,
have
that's
no
very
idea.
big.
That's terrifying.
You've
has to
never
be an
dealt
adult.
with a dragon.
Yeah, exactly. It has to be an adult. We couldn't ever fight an ancient, ever.
Maybe.
I wish.
Oh,
But
I just meant maybe it is an adult, maybe it isn't.
Well, I mean, we can finish cleaning up what we got here in the alley right now, and then we can, head out and figure out what we want to do with it more specifically
Yeah,
afterwards.
that works.
Just wouldn't
Yeah,
put it to the face yet.
yeah, I think we stink.
Probably. I'm gonna cast
Where did-
prestidigitation on us.
Oh,
we should do this earlier.
awesome.
Yeah, I know. I keep on doing that to you. I thought I did do that for you.
No.
No.
Roll
I
a
feel
D100, Nyla. Actually, roll 2 of them.
2 D100s.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
First one is a 48.
Mm-hmm.
Second is a 35.
Oh.
Thank you
Them
for the
D-
cheer, Sergeant. You don't have to do that.
Woo.
Thank you for the biddies.
Go on, Beth.
But you said a 48, and the second one was
A 35.
37.
35.
Oh.
So
Up
as
to
you
7.
attempt to prestidigitation, you notice that all that's left behind is the gunk and muck that's covering your hands.
That's weird. I'm gonna try it again.
Roll a D100.
100.
No. I was joking.
Well, you watch as whatever it is that's on your hands, you can visibly see it fighting off the magic for a moment before it finally cleans itself and evaporates into nothingness.
That was weird. Did you see that?
Yeah,
May's
no.
hands and anywhere she had touched this skull are still covered in the same gunk.
I'm gonna try it again on her too.
D100.
73.
You watch as it fights off the magic once again, but this time it narrowly disappears.
What is this guy made out of?
Don't
Muscles,
want to know.
bones.
Muscles and blood and skin and bones.
Decomposed brain now.
True.
Too much.
Well,
Love you, buddy.
that was weird. Should we go?
Yeah. There's nothing else that I really wanted to do. Where did the other two say they were going to be?
I think they were gonna go to the inn, or possibly some blacksmiths. I don't know. They could be just about anywhere. This is gonna be the whole finding Dwindle thing again, isn't it? Let's check where we looked last time and found him last time. First.
We found him at the blacksmith, right?
Yeah, it was a blacksmith. I don't
But
remember which
no,
one. What?
I don't remember. Are we? We should go check on the dwarf son from the fire. You know, the one that we saved from that big creature.
That's the other village. That's the
That
other
was the other
town.
village?
Yeah.
What was that one?
We
That's
will,
the
but we can't
one.
yet.
That is where you all started. The
Oh,
next
that's
city
the
over.
them. Oh, that's the next city over.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, we definitely gotta check on him when we go past.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I guess we should go back.
Should we go
Do you
to
think
the
they
inn
went
and
to the?
see?
Why don't we check the carriage first? The wagon, you know, and
Okay, where's the
I don't remember
wagon?
what it's called. Um, where did we
Also,
leave the wagon?
is Garmador
Is
with
it
us right
still
now?
at the? Oh, Grimmador is with us.
Yeah.
He's just been sitting there watching us stew.
I am Gabador, guardian of the giants. I've stabbed 5 people because you have not been watching me.
Garmador's been doing good stuff.
Oh my
I should now
goodness.
partake of the meat.
Yeah, where are we?
Yeah,
going?
I think we left it um when we went to when he got detained. So it would be at the front of the city, right?
We can definitely see if it's still there. Did they take it with them?
Mm-hmm. The carriage was seized by the guards.
Do you remember what the inn was called that they were gonna go to?
Something about a ferry, because we were
Should we
gonna.
go back to the general and see if he remembers? He was the one who suggested it, right?
Ugh.
Please.
Oh, I'd love to show him the skull, actually.
Yeah, now that it's finally cleaned up.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Seems like a
Okay.
good plan. We should do that.
I don't think we've walked very far from the
I don't think we have.
thing either. Couple corners, found an alley. Bam.
Yeah, exactly. Not
Okay, yeah,
far.
we should go to the. Let him know that he has nothing to worry about.
So You two are going to...
To see the general again.
Okay. You find yourselves at the gate of the barracks that you all originally were escorted out of. The guard stands there, looking to you, slightly confused, as if surprised that you're back so soon.
Hey, we have one more question for the general. Can we see him again?
Is it important?
I think so.
Many people think so.
I mean, we were just there.
Yes. Why
It won't take
didn't
long
why didn't you all tell him when you were here?
because we had to accomplish something else first. So we needed to do that, and then we have to come and follow up with him.
Well, I suppose it may be easier just to let you in for another few minutes. Go on.
You know what?
Thank you.
May's gonna just like give you like just a finger, and she's gonna bend down, take out a piece of paper, and because she kept the sack that the head was in, and I don't think we cleaned that, so I'm gonna pack it in some paper. Um, and I'm just gonna hand her the guard and say, "Hey, could you give this to him for me?" It's very relevant to what he needs to know, and he'll get it. I mean, I know it doesn't seem like something he'd want, but trust me, he'll understand as soon as he gets it.
We're going up there though.
No, no, we don't need to go see him.
We need to
It's
know where our
fine.
friends are.
We can ask around. This is Nyla, trust me on this.
Are we sure we want to do this?
Very. I'm very sure.
I don't think this is something we're gonna come back from, you know. This
Well,
might get us kicked out of this place.
oh wait, on the paper, I'm gonna write, we cleaned it. And, that is, there we go. Therefore,
So you're giving the guard...
yes, the note, letting him know, hey, we cleaned it. It's not a problem anymore.
Okay.
And it does have a bag in it. Yeah.
The guard takes the note,
Mhm.
nods. If you have nothing else, you can be about your way.
Thank you so much. You've really been a big help.
I try my best.
All right, Nyla, let's skedaddle.
I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna follow me.
The guard seems
Oh.
mildly confused.
It's fine. It's fine. So it was something the ferry, and it was a really nice one, so it's probably upstate. You know, not upstate, like it's in the better area. Sorry.
I can also cast locate object if they're in range for that. If
What
that's
could we
helpful
cast it
on anything that they're wearing or holding.
Okay. That would be probably a really good idea. I'm so sorry, you're using a lot of magic today for very selfish reasons of mine.
It's okay. I mean, we're not planning on fighting any big battles today, are we?
Looks at the camera. Looks at the camera.
I would sure hope we wouldn't get in these battle situations when I'm all tapped out.
Yeah, there's no way. Alright, let's go find them.
I'm gonna cast locate object walking around on Dwindle's bag of holding.
Yeah, that works.
You got it with you, right? Okay, good. There's something I do not know.
I am terrified for us.
So you're casting.
Locate object on his bag of holding as we're walking around, trying to head in the general direction we may or may not remember them going.
Okay. I need to. There we go. Well, I could safely say that you don't feel anything within the 1,000 feet.
It does last for 10 minutes as we're walking around, if that helps. I don't necessarily expect it to.
And then we're gonna.
And you said you're going to the nicer area to try and find the two?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we also be asking around for places that could have a fairy involved in them?
Yeah, that's probably a really good idea. I hold this. May's just gonna have Nyla hold the head
I gotcha.
as every once in a while, whoever they pass, she's gonna be like, hey, is there an inn around here? That goes by fairy something?
Make an investigation check.
Can I help?
If you'd like.
Yeah.
Today's a bad day, guys.
Do advantage.
Oh, advantage! Haha!
Yeah, nothing.
Okay, we're gonna use this dice instead. Okay. What is my modifier?
+2.
Investigation. Oh, it is. Yeah, thank you. Oh, 16.
Yes. I was right.
Yes, you're very correct, actually.
Why can't I can get people's modifiers out? I can't get your names down. Why?
Because numbers are easier.
No names, no races, no classes.
Numbers and numbres.
Because you always forget odds, race, and my class as well.
Yep.
Well, it's races on purpose because it's funny and it's.
That's fair.
It is funny.
But you always think I'm a ranger.
You do.
I mean, you shoot a
There's-
bow the entire
there's been
time, really, except
multiple
casting a
times.
few magic. Is that really a? It's like bard magic. No, just
I thought James
Bio.
was about to
Bio.
ask, but aren't you?
Yeah, I kind of thought that too.
but I'm like, yeah, no, but aren't you? I mean, I'm not wrong.
When you mix rogue and bard, you get ranger. Apparently.
Much.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong.
No, I know it's not
Bard's
entirely
everything
wrong.
though, really. Steals from everything. Can't be anything. Literally.
But as you walk and as you ask about, you said you got a total of what?
16.
15?
16.
16. With most of the locals knowing of the higher district, especially. Thank you for the follow, Arcfiend. And Sergeant. I had forgotten to call that out earlier, as you had started talking, and I didn't want to
Dos?
ignore you.
Dos? Muy bueno.
So, as you both walk along through the city to try and find this space, going towards the upper district. Fuck. You are actually pointed in the direction of the upper district and follow the directions given to you by the locals around. And as you make your way through the city, you come closer and closer to what looks to be one of these archways that lead into the upper district, very visibly cutting off one section of the city from the other. Stepping through and continuing to follow the directions that were given to both of you, you find yourselves now face to face with this beautiful building with a bell-shaped door. Above it hanging a rather decorative and beautiful shaped nameplate decoration of a fairy with the fairy's wing written down the side of the wing of the fairy. The glass, assorted colors and designs. The flowers outside, beautifully trimmed and kept, beautifully living. The corners of this building seemingly trees with no tops.
Oh, wow.
No tops as in it stops where the roof comes down. And even just being outside, you get this sense of warmth and this sense of calm. But you see before you the fairy's wing.
Is my keep on saying identify, my locate object still up, or is this taking longer than 10 minutes?
It's been a bit of a walk. It's been longer than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Mass amount of concern for where they find Wendell.
When we go inside, do we see Odile anyway?
So, Odile and Wendell. You two are approached by this furbolg, a Highland cow. This figure is not small per se, but they are rather short and rather stout. They are probably about 5'6" in height, but they're they're about half as wide as they are tall. And you can see at the end of their fingers where one would normally have nails, you actually see what look to be like hooves. Little hoof ends. And this Highland cow, you notice that as they approach, you see what looks to be almost like a bull ring, but it is decorated to be almost like a swirling rose, that where the two bulbs at the end normally are actually two roses that are beautifully intricately designed. And as they approach, you actually can't see her eyes at all because of the hair that comes down and covers them. There are two horns sprout from either side, two little horns off the sides of her small head, and you can see they then smile, a service smile, as they approach. Simply, it seems genuine, at least.
Have you seen our friends? The dwarf and a fairy.
The Highland cow has approached Odile and Dwindle.
Oh, so sorry.
You're fine.
I'm so confused for a second. I'm like, wait.
Man, you guys got here real fast. It's like you're here in the future.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Don't worry.
Alright. Hello there.
Hello there.
Let's see. 3 rooms. 4 rooms. I want. We heard good things about this place, and we're looking to splurge.
We reached a follower goal. We are at 160 followers. Thank you, Punky Brewst, for joining us.
Ooh.
Thank you for joining us here in the Will-O-Wisp Woods. I'm going to have to update that follower goal now.
Right, we're doing. It's fun.
It
More
is.
Wisp, more people to hear the story. That's all that matters.
There we go. Now we go for 170. Little steps. Little steps. Good night, JD. But welcome, welcome, welcome to the Will-O-Wisp Woods. We're happy to have you, Punky. You have followed the Will-O-Wisps, and now you're in the woods. Don't worry, we got a campfire roaring, so feel free to sit down, get comfy, get something to drink, get something to snack on, as we listen to the stories that come from the Will-O-Wisp Woods. But Dwindle and Odile are approached by this Highland cow. She seems to smile and waits for a moment before simply, hello.
Oh. Hi.
How can I help you?
We are looking for 4 rooms. 4 rooms.
Well, I can check and see about our availability. I'm not entirely sure that we'll have Are you wanting 4 side by side?
Nope. Ourselves.
Well, that's rather lonely, but alright. I'll check our availability and see if we can find any that are open.
You sure the girls aren't gonna want to sleep in separate rooms?
Hmm. We'll see.
It's your money.
Yeah, it is.
A few minutes pass, and you watch as the Highland Furbolg walks off and seemingly goes to find and check with the strange elven figure that you two had seen previously. And you watch as this figure seems to pull out a small notebook from one of their side pockets, opens it, starts flipping through pages until they get to one with a small flower book note. They pull that aside for a moment, and it seems to turn into almost like a quill. And they start going down this list on the page. They put the flower back into the pages in between, close the book, and set it back into their little pocket. And you can see them talking back and forth for a moment. And then the elven figure nods and goes back to finishing their task of that moment. And the Highland Furbolg seems to wander back over with a little jot to their step before they stop before you both again. Yeah, we have 4 that we can set you up with.
Lovely. Lovely. What's the
I,
service?
I have player to DM question.
I have
So I
DM
know.
to player answer. Let's see if they match.
So I know we said 2 days. Does today count as one of the days, or does tomorrow start day 1? Like some people are different with things, so I'm trying to figure that out.
Yes. No, he said 2 days from now.
Okay, so today does not count. Okay, thank you. I needed clarification.
Or does it?
Well, I'm gonna act like it does and plan the 2 days that way.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Now, how will you be paying? All together? One at a separate?
I'll cover the first few nights. Where's 3 nights?
3 nights? Okay. Well, per night it is. And you notice that even without their eyes showing, you can feel the Furbolg scanning you for a moment.
I would like to wash, please, too.
I'm sorry for assuming. You can afford to
It
stay.
reveals, gently moves the collar, and shows the hammer. Any idea how much this is? It's important.
I'm glad that you were trying to show off that you have money. I have no idea what that is and vaguely thought it was a threat when you moved your jacket.
Oh, no. Sorry. No, it's just... I hate when people assume things. But that's right, so my apologies.
Well, you...
It holds up 2 platinum pieces.
That's far more than we ask for. But we're happy to oblige. It's about 5 silver per night. Per room.
Puts away.
What?
5 silver per night per room. If you're paying all together, that would make it 4 rooms, 5 silver
6.
each. That's 20 gold. 20 silver. Sorry. Sorry. Second day. I'm figuring things out. It's
So that'd be 60 silver total, all three.
You mean free gold?
yes. 6. Uh, and you can hear the hoof part of her nails hit her horns as she seems to try and like think to herself, seemingly doing the math in her head, but still very
Shows up
new
6
to
gold.
this.
This should be it.
And then you can hear her muttering to herself, because you both have a 14 passive. You can hear her muttering to herself. 10 silver is 1 gold. 5 silver, 4 rooms. That's 20 silver. And she does the math to herself out loud, slowly, but she does it. Yes, that's 60 silver, so 6 gold if you're keeping all 4 and for 3 nights.
Yep.
And they hand out their little hands in a little
Sorry
cup.
for the mess. Sorry.
And then seem to drop it into a small pouch to their side. And you don't hear any jingle from this small pouch as all of the coins go in. So she then turns, follow me. We can lead you to your rooms, and the rooms themselves also have personal bathrooms and a bed. All of them are king size, so they are very, very comfortable and very large. And they lead you through this tavern part where on the tables as you pass by you can see a few people playing like small games of chess. You can see some people eating what looks to be small warm slices of berried pies and sweet tarts, and you can see one table that's set up for what almost looks like a girl's brunch, a lady's brunch, as you see this small metal tower with a few stacked layers of platters and food on each of these platters. Little cupcakes, little finger cupcakes, little square custards. Not custards. What's it called?
Hearts.
Lemon squares. Little small candies. Little chocolates. And in front of them are what seem to be 3 different drinks. One of them seems to be a tea. The others seem to be drinking on what looks to be a sugared coffee. But everything that you pass by smells amazing.
What time is it?
Cool.
Because I thought it was mid to late evening.
Mm-hmm.
And they're having brunch now?
Mm-hmm.
High
I can
society
rock with that.
operates on their own little wavelengths. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to confirm the time. Sorry. Continue. Let them have their little mimosas.
It was evening when you entered, yeah?
Mm.
You are then led through the tavern area, seeing these little foods and drinks and such. And you are then led to what seems to be a hallway that opens up into a four-way intersection. Two hallways either direction from you, to your right and left, and then another one that continues forward. The Highland Cow Furbolg seems to lead you forward down this first hallway, and you can see these doors are evenly split among themselves. So you continue forward, and they stop before turning and looking to you both. They motion to the two doors on either side of them. These two are open. There is another two down the hall. Are you waiting for people?
Yeah, we have two
Yeah.
other. That's why we have 4 rooms.
Understood. Will you be staying in your rooms for the rest of your visit?
Well, no, we gotta go out and do things. But
Depends on your facilities.
are the other 2 rooms close together as well?
The other two rooms are side by side.
Oh, we should probably give the girls that one, since they'll probably still want to be close together.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So,
Good
so
call.
we'll give the other 2 rooms to our companion.
Okay. Should we hold a message for them, or?
Yes.
Yes. Because I highly doubt we'll see them again anytime soon.
Okay. I love the foreshadowing. That was not the biggest red flag I think I've ever heard.
um,
The sarcasm was about as heavy as the drinking from a ladies' brunch.
Oh no.
Enjoy
See
the
what we caused,
rooms.
Nyla?
Enjoy the rooms, and underneath it, it's her message, but 2 messages, same message. Enjoy your rooms, underlined in Dwarven in his handwriting. Do not disturb me. I need some me time. What other facilities do you have here?
Well, we have... Not only do we have the rooms and the winery, we have the, of course, tavern in the front, the dining hall, as we like to call it. You can order a menagerie of small sweets, tarts, pastries, plates, foods, drinks. We also have, of course, your personal baths. Those come with helpers if you need, for any reason, whether you are physically unable to do something or if you are wanting somebody to bring you extra towels or anything like that. You can call for a helper, of course. We also have I'm not entirely sure what to call it yet myself. The manager told me what she calls it, but I've forgotten. It's a very interesting room where you can go in, and it's almost like a meet and greet. You can meet other people and talk to them, hear their stories. You can give your own. You can make new friends. It's almost like the dining hall, but you don't eat in there. You mostly just talk.
Those sound lovely. Is there a spa?
Yes.
Perfect. How much?
Well, the spa comes with a separate charge due to the time. Per hour, you are spending about a silver.
Let's 5 more silver down. Well, you know what I'm doing for the rest of the day. Have fun.
Take a bath first.
Mm-hmm. Indubitably. What wines do you have?
Well, that depends on your preference. We have dragonborn wines, we have elven wines, we have one or
Dragonborn.
two drow wines.
Oh.
We have a freshly opened gnomish wine.
Yeah.
Mm, Lady Flower told me. What was the last one? Oh, we have the house wine. She calls it pixie dust.
No.
Slowly look over.
No.
It's just a name, right?
Pixie dust is just the name. It is a very flowery and sweet wine that is meant to heighten your senses for a short period of time to allow you to enjoy the flavor and the aroma of the wine. Come on, OBS. Stop that.
And we're down.
We were. It's already back up. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to go in and download those fucking VODs and then stitch them together. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. We love that. It's great. Anyway. We have 4 different Dragonborn wines, and 2 different Drow wines. The Drow wines are Spider Leg, and we've got Underdark Temptation. The Dragonborn wines are Red Scale, Lightning's Burn,
Lightning's Burn and Spider
Ocean
Eggs.
of the Copper, and Silver Tongue.
Thunder's Burn and Spider Legs, please.
Yes, sir. Anything for you? As she kind of looks to Odd curiously.
No, I don't drink. But can I see that note so I can write something down for our companions?
Sure. And they kind of hand out the small parchment.
Thank you. I first make sure to write their names down. So they know who the room.
I knew she'd do that. Good job. I was gonna wait to see if you didn't.
Rooms are covered. 3 nights. Enjoy them. Stop by my room first real quick, Nyla. I need you to help me with my shirt. Thank you. Bye.
What's wrong? No, I was watching you. What's wrong with your shirt?
You touched me! It smells now! And this is my only shirt! I've been having Nyla cast prestidigitation this whole time on my shirt. I need to go get new ones.
Looks too fair, bug. Do you have a tailor?
Oh, I'm gonna go look for a tailor in later. Oh, I'm sorry.
The
Russian
Furbolg
stands.
looks more than confused at the back and forth, and mostly just kind of takes a step back to just kind of let it happen.
Here's the note back.
The
All right.
Furbolg takes it and just kind of, we don't have a tailor here, but there are a few in town that you could probably talk to if they're still open.
Yeah, sounds good.
You did come from Crows, right?
Yes,
Yeah, kind of.
sadly.
We're in Crows, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And they
Okay.
turn and wander off very quickly after the
Wait.
question.
Wait, no, come back. I have one question left for you.
You notice an obvious nervousness after answering that you were in fact still in Crows.
Sorry, I just wanted to know your name, so if we had any more questions or concerns or needed help with anything, we knew who to ask for.
Also, you forgot something too.
What did she forget?
He smiles warmly. Your tip.
Oh, so sweet. Wait,
She's gone.
is Rowan okay to be in here?
They haven't said anything. You've noticed looks, but nobody has said anything.
This pet's my good boy. Did she really just leave and I didn't get to ask?
There was a
Darn.
very obvious nervousness at answering that last question.
Do I know when she brings you your wine, ask her name? She's pretty. Are you planning on going to a forge next 2 days?
Yes. The cart needs work. Always.
Are they gonna let you bring the cart to the forge?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm planning not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow. So I only need a day. And tomorrow we'll be getting all the supplies.
Plan is get a lot more of the wall of the actual metal on and actually start lining it down with a nice carpet from the fans and everything.
Okay.
It's about this time that Nyla and May show up.
Sweet goodness, I really hope they're here.
Well, to the rooms.
Yep. Odd and no go into our separate rooms.
Chris
With Eddie!
So we sure this is the place?
By the way, he's washing his hands first. He's not getting there with. Ugh.
D100.
I got you, buddy. Okay.
You
Do I have advantage? Is this some type of disease?
Just a flat D100.
30.
Highs or lows.
Always highs.
Nothing happens to the water. You notice it gets a little dirty as you try to wash your hands, but
Wait, I don't wash my hands. They're not clean.
they're cleaner than they were.
Rage. Wash.
You're rubbing your calluses clean off, I can tell you that. But yes, Nyla and May, you are you stepping inside?
Mm-hmm.
You find a menagerie of people as they all sit well-mannered, well-fed, and what some seem to be drinking, others seem to not be. A number are snacking, and some are playing chess. Others are simply enjoying their time reading a book, enjoying themselves a small glass of wine with it. And you notice that among the crowd walking about is a dark-skinned woman with short hair that comes to about her jawline that kind of fluffs out at the very bottom. And uh, you notice with your insane perception this light tinge of almost lightly glowing green that seems to kind of cover anywhere that's you can see. She has well kept clothes and they cover most of her skin, but the little bits in between the fabrics that you can see this green pattern that just kind of envelops her skin, and it kind of looks like almost like rose bush vines just kind of traveling about her skin. Um,
Crescia. We came from Crescia, by the way.
Crows. Came from crows.
We came from downtown part of Crow.
Yeah.
We came just from Crescia.
No, you're in crows.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's how she answered. Or that's how she asked, at least. But nonetheless, you notice that they're the only one really walking around until you see a few of these other beings kind of minding their business, but also stopping to talk to some of the tables before wandering off and coming back with another wine glass or another platter of small finger foods and such. And all of them seem to have the same uniform on. Here and there. There aren't very many of them, but you do notice that a figure that almost looks like a small Highland cow seems to scurry up to this strange woman. The small Highland cow seems to hold out a parchment to them, and you can see now, as you two are kind of standing there waiting, this place is very well kept, and it's rather bright. Nyla, with your insane perception while you look around, you notice that when you look around and you look at the glass windows, you can't see out of them. They're beautifully colored, and stained glass is decorated to make it look like some sort of depiction of fairies or pixies flying about. But you can't see through it.
Does it look like light is coming in and we came from a dark place?
Mm-hmm. But you also can't see out of it, so you're not sure where the light's coming from.
Yeah. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. You're really the only one that has that high of a perception, if I'm not mistaken.
How much does Nyla have?
I have a 16 passive.
Yeah, I definitely do not. So.
Yeah, Dwindle and Odile are the closest at 14, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm at 14 too, I believe.
Yep. So Nyla's the only one that notices the windows, but As you two wait, you then are noticed as a person who seems to be wearing the same general uniform as the rest of the others walks up to you both. A seemingly normal man that as you look at him, you notice his eyes are completely black and he has a warm smile, but you notice that his canines are a little longer as he smiles than what normally most would be. You notice that he seems to also move with a rather delicate step as he walks, but he's tall. He's got long platinum white hair, and like I said, he's got these blacked out eyes that just kind of emptily look at you, but at the same time you can tell that he's looking at you. He's genuinely like paying attention to you as he stands there with his hands behind his back. How can I help you?
I think it came this way. Probably not that long ago.
Wait,
The-
he's an elf, right?
No. He's
No?
seemingly a human.
Oh, oof, okay.
Werewolf? It was a fairy and a dwarf together. Probably within the last hour or two. Any idea if they came in here?
Let me check really quick. And
Thank you.
you notice as he stands up straight, as he turns around, and you notice that as he walks, where normally most people would kind of sidestep a table or so, maybe kind of, just to avoid them barely, this man genuinely puts himself dead center of every table as he walks between them, as if trying to keep that space between himself and the tables. And he seems to quickly speed walk almost until he reaches the woman with the strange green markings down her arms and body. You notice them talking back and forth for a moment. She looks at a piece of parchment that she then hands to him, and he makes his way back, keeping the same space between these tables as he walks. He then looks to you both. Are their names Odile and Dwindle?
Yep, that's them.
We have them set up in rooms as well as your own rooms. Please follow me. And he then turns and begins walking.
Okay, could you bring us to their rooms real quick?
The note that they had left says to stop by who I assume is Odile's room, because the handwriting of the names and the note itself seem to match.
Yeah, the fairy.
The other is rather crude.
Yeah, that sounds like Dwindle.
Relatively speaking, at least.
Oh, what was your name, by the way?
Your rooms will be down the hall to the left up here. The room that I am taking you to is up ahead. Their rooms are across from each other. Yours will be next to each other.
Wait, we have separate rooms? Why do we have separate rooms?
one of your friends may have ordered your rooms for you.
Can we return one of them and keep the money?
Yeah, I'd prefer it that way.
We don't need the extra room.
I can speak to the manager, and the manager can speak to whoever it is that ordered the rooms to see what they want to do.
Either way, one of them isn't gonna be used.
Exactly.
If that is your preference.
Also, did you not hear, like, what? Do you have a name?
He seems to look at you for a moment before reaching out his arms and knocking on both doors at the same time.
Do you not have a name? This is really weird.
I don't trust people that don't have names.
Todd opens the door. Oh, there you guys are. Hi.
Good evening.
Hello.
Thank you for bringing them to me. Has Dwindle got his wine yet?
Of course. If there's anything that you need, please feel free to ask. Your friend's wine will be up shortly.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Of course. And he seems to, even though he's tall and he's lanky, and he's relatively scrawny, you notice that he gives a rather large berth to all of you to try and get around.
Hi, guys.
Hey,
That was weird.
that was really weird.
Well,
Anyway,
Can we call
that's
him
even
Marvin?
weirder.
He seems like a Marvin.
Why are you gonna call him Marvin? Did you ask him his name?
I did. He didn't give me any. He was just really weird. And
It starts putting things together. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, don't ask anybody here their name. Besides for written purposes, don't get anybody your names.
Okay. I kind of like doing that anyway.
Cool. Awesome. Anyway, Nyla, need your help. Get in here.
What's up?
Eddie, leave the room for a minute.
Why am I being kicked out?
Because I have to take my shirt off.
Really good question. What? Why are
Why
you
are
taking
we
your shirt off in
taking-
front of me?
Because Dwindle touched my shirt and now it reeks. And I need you to cast whatever it's called. That. I don't have any other shirt.
That's okay. I got you. Why do
Okay,
you need to take it off? I can do it as is.
I'm gonna go take a bath anyway.
Okay. I guess.
So, just like starts getting ready to and then goes, I see the dilemma.
I mean, you can, but I'm just not sure why.
Hold on a minute. Walks into the bathroom, shuts the door, takes the shirt off, pokes her hand out with the shirt and goes, here you go. Take it. Take
Am I
the stinky
seeing-
thing.
Okay. I got it. Am I seeing scars on your arm that I don't normally see?
No, because the sleeve parts are transparent, so you see the scars all the time anyway. So you're not seeing anything new.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on it.
Thank you.
Of course. I've already cast
But,
it like 6,000 times today, so this is, what's one more?
Exactly. And then she's just gonna, like, talk through the crack of the door. Anyway, so yeah, the rooms are filled for the next 3 days.
Do you know
Yeah.
why did you get us each a room? You know we don't need that many rooms.
Yeah, we also know I don't need a room because I'm just gonna end up sleeping on. But Dwindle wanted to give each one of us a room.
Donald's not gonna have much money left by the end of this trip. He's
Actually,
spending
it was only
really-
5 silver.
Oh, dang.
I know, right? Anyway, yeah, yeah, the girls were. So yeah, if you have issues with it, you probably did with. He's the one that paid for it. But yeah, Probably won't see you for the next few days though, because I'm gonna be a lot of shopping and then working on Robot. So,
Okay.
but we should definitely talk later to figure out what our next plans are and stuff. Because I'm guessing you guys don't want to stay in Crows.
No, we have work to do. We gotta keep going.
The sooner we leave, the better.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.
Okay.
Tell anything to come back in, but not into the bathroom. Thanks. Oh wait,
Okay, Eddie,
reaches my hand back out. Give me my shirt. Give me my shirt.
There you go.
Thank you.
That would have been a dilemma.
That would have been a dilemma. Eddie, you're clear to go back in if you want to. At least into the general room.
He's just floating up above, almost next to. He's like almost in the ceiling now, just kind of leaned back, his legs crossed, his book in his hands.
My book.
Is it comfortable to float rather than sit?
It's strange. It's almost like an in-between of comfortable and
Never being able
difficult.
to find the right position?
Because, well, that and, well, now that's in my head. Wonderful. But, no, the original issue is the fact that, technically speaking, I'm focusing on floating. If I don't focus on it, I just kind of hover. And if I'm hovering, then whenever I move to that hover distance. So if I were to sit like this without focusing, I'd just be hovering a few inches above the ground like this. And so if I focus on floating, I can go anywhere I like, but I also have to focus on floating in one spot. And it's a lot of hubbub.
Is it uncomfortable to stop focusing and just hover?
Not necessarily, but I mean, if I do that, I'm in the way because my book is still a solid object.
Oh,
And,
that's fair.
you know, people are going to see a floating book. Most of the time, I've noticed a lot of people don't look up.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Unless
I mean, at least
prompted,
it's-
most people don't look up, so.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think you're doing a great job, Eddie.
Says Gullible on the ceiling.
Does it? I wouldn't know. I don't look up.
Nobody ever does.
Are you guys still in my room?
No, we're just leaving.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Odd.
Bye, May. Don't eat too many sweets.
Don't need too many sweets.
Oh, we should go get
Oh, thank you.
cupcakes.
Oh, thank goodness I did not make a tab. I
Yeah.
did not make. Oh.
We should definitely go get pastries made. That was a great idea.
They did smell really good earlier.
Yeah.
Thinking back to when we it smelled like cookies.
We should go find cookies like that.
Sounds
Because that
good.
did make me hungry.
Yeah. And I've gotten tired of eating nuts from the woods.
Yeah, we should also find you more apples.
Good idea, because I ran out a little bit ago.
Yeah. Alright, let's go get some food.
Sounds good. And we're gonna go downstairs, or wherever, if it's up, whatever, is it
No.
upstairs?
I will
It's
say,
just-
I would like a D100 from anybody snacking tonight.
Hmm.
Now that was a good roll.
Am I considered snacking? I don't think I'm considered snacking. It's more of
A
feasting.
meal. Yeah, like, what about an actual meal? Does that consider snacking?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. I have to make sure. So eventually
57.
Odd will want to eat.
Poison?
Also, are we leaving here to find food or are we eating here?
Might as well eat here. Treat
That's fair.
ourselves.
Might as well have some fun with it. 24.
69. I'm a
Okay.
child.
61.
Very nice, very nice.
Yes, Sergeant. Roll for your cookie.
And you said you got a what, James?
69.
No, that definitely includes the audience.
Hmm. All right. Whatever it is that you decide to eat on, James, Dwindle. Whatever Dwindle decides to snack on,
Meat.
you turn into a small minotaur. I need you to roll a d6 for me. I mean a dwindle-sized minotaur.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
We need to have
I'm
this
a mini tour.
I need this
Ah! Mini tour. Yes.
I wonder how many d20s I have. It's gonna be a lot of psychic damage for that.
You've got it.
Yeah. Roll a d6.
2.
2. You turn into a mini tour for 2 hours.
I'm in the tub still.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like I grew more hair.
I need to draw this. I need to draw this.
Just
Yes, absolutely.
Odile?
61.
61. Everywhere you step, a small circle of flowers follows you.
Okay, do you mean like
Why?
at every step, or they're literally following her? Like,
Whenever she steps, so underneath her feet, if she were to stay stationary, about 5 feet around her about a foot, about a foot's distance around her from her feet is just a circle, and within that circle are just flowers. Every time she steps, it follows the way she walks.
I see. Okay.
So there's just a path of flowers behind me.
No, it's just a little circle that follows you around. You got your own little discus of flowers that just kind of is
Wait,
underneath
so
you.
there's like a little grass thing underneath my feet and everything?
Mm-hmm.
That'll be really comfortable to sleep in.
I like this. Can I make this bigger? Sits down.
Same distance.
good smaller.
Aww.
He lays down. And
I wanted this bigger. This would have been really nice to lay down on. Oh well.
Ignore
Hey,
his
Eddie, look at my new
fine
trick.
bed.
Eddie, look, I got a new trick.
Eddie, much like a parent that's doing something but happy to oblige, just, that's nice, honey, and just flips his page.
Isn't it? Ooh, I wonder if bees could come in and make some honey. That'd be cool.
Nyla, what'd you get?
24.
24, something that isn't a 60. Roll a d6.
1.
1. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now roll a d4.
Ooh.
I am scared.
As you should be.
Also a 1.
Okay.
I'm wondering when that other roll is gonna come back.
You know what?
Yeah, thank
Because you
goodness I
rolled
got everybody their own private rooms.
Yeah, no.
because you rolled a 1 each time. I'm going to say we're going to times that by 5 for the second one.
Oh.
So, everybody here has seen Harry Potter, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Do you remember the Goblet of Fire movie where he has the tiny
No.
dragon?
Oh,
You have 5 tiny fairy dragons for the next hour, just using you as a little climbing post, basically. And they're all the size of your palm.
Do not, don't anger them.
are they nice?
They look like little blue, purple, reddish,
Oh,
like
squish them.
little dragons
God.
with butterfly wings
I want to pet them.
and stingers.
How
Like on
is
the tips
garbage
of
are
their
reacting
tails.
to them?
I'm still gonna pet them.
For the next hour, you have 5 small handheld dragons.
I'm playing with these like kittens.
May?
Garbage.
Yeah, where's
57.
Garbador?
7?
You got a
57.
57.
Okay.
Roll a d4 for me.
Oh boy. Where's my spiky little friend? 2.
Okay. Now roll a d6.
Okay. 3.
Okay. So it was a
2 and then a 3.
okay. What is May's ideal man or partner
A
for that
tiefling.
fact?
Giant Goliath woman.
You have 2 of them suddenly appear and begin pampering you.
Whoa. As I'm just eating this lemon bar. You know, this lemon bar is pretty freaking good now.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see, like, can we see each other's things?
Oh boy.
You want to rephrase that question?
Can Nyla see?
Can I see 2 giant Goliath women now sitting next to May?
And can I see her dragons?
Yes. You all can see each other's effects. However, they're not just sitting next to May. They are quite literally pampering her, like hand and foot. They're
What is happening?
May is now getting the Eddie treatment when Eddie was alive.
Lucky.
I mean, think about the just muscle, like so they actually can dig in with the massage. Oh, lucky yuck. That would be lovely.
Wait, how long do I get to keep the flowers?
Roll a d6.
Okay. I keep them indefinitely. Where is it? This is out.
I thought I had asked you to roll a d6, but
Keep them for an hour.
You have a fun little portable flower bed for an hour.
Oh.
Oh, and to answer your question, Garmador is currently trying to chase down one of the small dragons.
So I have 5
While
small dragons
also
and a
being
Garmador
chased
all
by another.
scurrying around on me.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
The fun part about it is that Garmador is trying to chase one while one is chasing Garmador.
Where did all of these creatures come from? Not that I'm complaining, these guys are
Magic.
adorable.
Magic.
Magic.
Wait, can I pluck the flowers and new ones grow in? I'm gonna start making myself a flower crown.
And they just keep popping back up.
Do they disappear though?
However, they do disappear if you drop them outside of the circle.
That's okay. I'm just making it and putting it
Yay.
on my head. Ha. Look, Eddie, I'm a princess now too. Ha!
That's wonderful, sweetheart. And he flips his page.
I'm the princess of the flowers.
My goodness.
Mind you, we are all our characters are over 100 years old. It just don't matter.
Nope. As Nyla asks, like what she asked. I'm sorry, I don't remember what you asked.
Where did these creatures come from?
May has sat on one of the ladies' laps, and the other one is giving me a really nice foot massage. And I'm just leaning back. May is leaning back.
Are these real? These can't be real. What is... Can I name
Real
them?
for the moment, Nyla.
Gus said Dwindle is like looking at a flower pot and questioning his life. Just like, why does that look good?
Can I keep all of these dragons?
Can I keep them?
Can I keep my flowers?
As time passes, each of your effects seem to pass as well as the time passes. Dwindle hears a poof and he's back to normal.
The water goes down.
The circle of flowers seems to slowly bring itself in and disappear underneath Odile. The dragons into non-existence, and as May is enjoying herself, the time passes and her own effect also ends as the two Goliaths suddenly
Fall on my butt.
and the first night within the fairy's wing leads to the first long rest.
Spa treatment.
So
Turns to Eddie after the flowers goes, can I still be a princess without the flower crown?
of course, honey, you're a princess every day. And he just flips his page.
Yay! I was just like enjoying herself. She's like, I wanted to be a princess.
So,
Where's my wine?
you actually were brought your wine during your bath. One of the helpers that they had been talking about comes in, and you notice that these helpers actually come in with what looks to be some kind of decorative band around their head, and in front of their face, this band is connected to a piece of cloth that just kind of gently falls over their face. So they walk in, they seem to know exactly where they're going, but it looks like they're unable to see.
Hmm.
That's good privacy.
Thank you.
Yes.
But
Hmm.
nonetheless,
Hmm.
this rather eventful evening draws to a close as episode 50 of the Journey of Grandiasha also closes. So, thank you all for joining. Thank you all for coming along and listening to this week's Whispers. I do hope that all of you enjoyed the story, and I do hope all of you return next week when the Will-O-Wisps show themselves once again for another episode of the Journey of Grandiasha. And who knows what may happen in this strange place now that our wonderful players have made themselves at home and gotten comfortable within this strange inn with magical properties. I hope you all enjoyed. I do hope that all of you come back and remember, follow the fireflies, because you never know what stories they may have to tell. I'll keep the fire roaring for you here in the woods, and we hope to see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.